My friend, listen carefully to me today. You were not born by accident. You were not a mistake of biology or a coincidence of human decision. You are here by divine intention. Before you entered your mother's womb, before your father even knew your name, God had already planned your existence. You were conceived in the mind of the Creator long before you were conceived in the body of a woman. You are not an experiment. You are an assignment. Every human being carries within them a seed of purpose. It is that invisible call that whispers to your heart when the world goes quiet. It is that restlessness that refuses to let you settle for an average life. It is the question that keeps burning in your soul. Why am I here? What was I born to do? My friend, that question is not a sign of confusion. It is the echo of eternity calling you to your destiny. Purpose is the reason for which something exists. It is the original intent in the mind of the Maker. Everything created has a reason for its creation. The sun was made to shine. The bird was made to fly. The fish was made to swim. The seed was made to produce fruit. And you, my dear friend, were made for something specific, something only you can do. You were designed for a purpose that no one else can fulfill. The tragedy of life is not death. The greatest tragedy in life is life without purpose. To live all your years chasing possessions, positions, and pleasures, only to discover at the end that you never became who you were meant to be. That is the true loss. Success without purpose is failure in disguise. Many people are busy but not effective. They are moving fast but in the wrong direction. Life is not about how fast you run or how high you climb, but about how true you are to your purpose. Purpose is what gives meaning to existence. Purpose is what transforms time into destiny. You can never truly live until you discover why you are alive. When you know your purpose, you stop competing with others because you realize you were never meant to be like them. You were meant to fulfill your own assignment. When you discover purpose, peace enters your heart. You no longer envy others because you understand that your path is unique. Your value in life is determined by your assignment. Purpose is the source of your self-worth. You don't find your worth in what people say, or in the clothes you wear, or in the titles you collect. You find your worth in the reason you were created. If you don't know the purpose of a thing, you will abuse it. If you don't know the purpose of life, you will abuse life. So many people today are misusing their time, their energy, their relationships, their resources, because they don't know why they exist. When you don't know the purpose of something, you either misuse it or neglect it. The manufacturer of a product is the only one who truly knows its purpose. That is why every product comes with a manual. The manual tells you what the product was made for and how to use it. If you want to know your purpose, you must return to your manufacturer. God is your source. He is your creator. You cannot find your purpose apart from Him. Purpose cannot be discovered through education, money, or fame. Purpose is revealed through relationship with the one who made you. You were born for something that already exists in the mind of God. You didn't come to earth to decide your purpose. You came to discover it. Purpose is not invented. It is revealed. When you were born, purpose entered time. There is something that God wanted done on this earth, and He wrapped it in your body, gave it your name, and sent it to this generation. You are a solution to a problem that exists in the world. You are the answer to a question that someone is asking. Don't let anyone tell you that you are ordinary. You carry eternity in your spirit. The seed of greatness is hidden in your design. But here is the truth. Purpose does not manifest automatically. It must be discovered, developed, and deployed. Discovery begins when you ask the right questions. Who am I? Why am I here? What can I do? Where am I going? These are the questions that unlock destiny. Your purpose is often connected to your passion. What makes you cry? What makes you angry? What moves your heart? These are clues to your assignment. God often hides your calling inside the things that make you come alive. Some of you are drawn to help the hurting. Others are stirred by injustice. Others feel a fire when they teach, create, or lead. These are not random feelings. They are indicators of divine intention. Purpose also demands preparation. You cannot fulfill what you are not ready for. David was anointed as king, but he spent years in the wilderness learning how to lead. Joseph had a dream of ruling, but he spent years as a slave and prisoner before he sat on the throne. Don't despise the seasons of obscurity. They are classrooms for your destiny. Every delay, every disappointment, every test is shaping your character for your calling. There are people waiting on the other side of your obedience. Your purpose is never about you alone. It is always connected to others. You were blessed to be a blessing. What you carry inside you was designed to impact others around you. When you don't do what you were born to do, someone else's destiny is affected. That's why it is dangerous to live carelessly. Purpose makes you accountable to eternity. Stop comparing yourself to others. The quickest way to kill purpose is comparison. You are running a different race. When God made you, He broke the mold. Your fingerprints are proof that you are unique. Nobody can do what you were born to do in the exact way you can do it. Your difference is your distinction. Don't copy others, discover yourself. The world doesn't need another copy. It needs the original you. Your purpose is not limited by your past. Don't let failure, sin, or rejection convince you that your purpose is lost. God never changes His mind about your reason for being. What you did may not have been right, but who you are is still right. Grace restores what guilt tries to destroy. Every scar can become a story of redemption. Every mistake can be a message of hope. The purpose of God is stronger than the pain of your past. Many people confuse purpose with career. Your career is what you get paid for. Your purpose is what you were made for. You can retire from your job, but you can never retire from your purpose. That's why you can be successful and still empty, wealthy and still unfulfilled, popular and still lonely, because success without purpose is the ultimate failure. You don't decide your destiny, you discover it. You don't decide your purpose, you discern it. Purpose gives direction to your decisions. It tells you what to say yes to and what to say no to. Purpose simplifies your life. When you know why you exist, you stop wasting time on things that don't matter. Purpose is the compass that keeps you from getting lost in the jungle of life. Listen carefully. The enemy of purpose is not failure. It is distraction. You can be busy doing many things and still miss the one thing you were born to do. That's why Jesus said, "My food is to do the will of Him who sent me and to finish His work." He knew exactly why He came. Do you know why you came? Until you can answer that question, you will keep chasing shadows. Purpose gives you energy. When you wake up in the morning, knowing what you were born to do. You don't need alarm clocks or motivation. You are driven by destiny. Purpose turns ordinary people into extraordinary leaders. It gives courage to face challenges and perseverance to endure pain. It makes you unstoppable because you are not living for applause. You are living for assignment. Some of you listening to me right now have been through storms. You have faced rejection, loss, and pain. But hear me well. None of that cancels your purpose. In fact, your pain is often the preparation for your purpose. Out of your struggle comes your strength. Out of your tears comes your testimony. God never wastes an experience. The very thing that tried to break you is what God will use to build you. Don't wait for perfect conditions to start walking in your purpose. Purpose does not need permission from people. You don't need everyone to believe in you. When God gives you a vision, it will often look impossible. But purpose attracts provision. When you step out in faith, the resources will appear. Provision follows purpose. Purpose requires discipline. You cannot fulfill destiny by living carelessly. Purpose demands focused sacrifice and faithfulness. It calls you to live by principles, not emotions. The difference between mediocrity and greatness is commitment to purpose. Stay consistent even when no one claps. Stay faithful even when no one notices. Because your purpose is not about being seen, it's about being sent. Remember, your life is measured not by its duration, but by its donation. What will you leave behind when you are gone? What impact will your existence make? Purpose is about legacy. The greatest tragedy is not to die young, it is to live long and never leave a mark. Don't die full of dreams, visions, and songs that were never released. Empty yourself before you leave this earth. De-empty. Every seed has potential, but potential means nothing until it is used. You are full of potential, ideas, gifts, abilities, talents. But potential is wasted when you don't activate it. Purpose pulls potential out of hiding. The graveyard is the richest place on earth because it is filled with dreams that were never fulfilled, books that were never written, songs that were never sung, inventions that were never built. Don't add to that wealth of wasted potential. Life full, die empty. You will never be truly happy until you are walking in your purpose. Things can give you comfort, but only purpose gives you fulfillment. Purpose is the only thing that satisfies the hunger of the soul. When you are living on purpose, even the smallest task becomes sacred. Washing dishes, serving others, speaking truth. Everything gains meaning because you are doing it as part of your divine assignment. So I ask you again today, do you know why you were born? Don't let life distract you from that question. Seek God until you find your answer. Because when you discover purpose, you discover yourself. And when you discover yourself, you unlock your power. You are not a product of your environment. You are a product of divine intent. You were sent here to represent heaven on earth. You carry a piece of God's dream inside of you. That is why the world feels incomplete without your contribution. Your purpose is God's investment in time. Make sure you give Him a return on it. So rise up today. Shake off confusion, shake off fear, shake off doubt. Begin to ask, seek, and knock. The answer is not far away. It is within you. The kingdom of God is within you. The spirit of purpose already lives inside of you. Stop looking for it outside. Start uncovering it within. You were born with everything you need to fulfill your assignment. Walk boldly in who you are. Speak with authority. Live intentionally. Don't settle for survival. Aim for significance. You are not meant to just exist. You are meant to influence, to change, to lead, to inspire. Your generation is waiting for you to manifest. The Bible says, the whole creation groans, waiting for the manifestation of the sons of God. That means the world is waiting for you to become who you were born to be. My friend, hear this truth and never forget it. You are not too young. You are not too old. You are not too broken. And you are not too late. As long as you have breath in your lungs, purpose is still alive. The fact that you woke up this morning means God is not finished with you yet. Don't waste another day living without direction. Start the journey of discovery now. Spend time in silence. Listen to your heart. Observe what moves you. Pray, study, reflect. And when you begin to sense that inner call, don't ignore it. Feed it. Nurture it. Grow it. Because your purpose is your responsibility. No one else can fulfill it for you. One day when your time on earth is over, may you be able to say what Jesus said. It is finished. Not, I am finished, but it is finished. The work, the assignment, the purpose, complete. That is the true measure of success. So go, my friend. Discover the purpose within you. Live it, breathe it, walk it, and give it back to the world. Because when you do, you will not only find meaning, you will find life itself.